We just hosted our very first official vision board party. It was awesome. We had a nice turnout, and I'm just so happy for the ladies that attended and made a commitment to their vision and put it down on those boards. And I know they're going to be going back to it again and again. And so I actually wanted to offer some pointers on how to use a vision board. Let's say you've made it, it's pretty, all the images are up there, but now you want to figure out how to use it. So step number one, look at it. You actually have to look at the vision board for it to be useful. Remember to inspire yourself by going back to it from time to time. Place it somewhere prominent, somewhere where you know you'll see it. It doesn't need to be visible to anybody else but you, but it should be somewhere where you can see it. Don't put it behind the chest of drawers or buried in the closet somewhere. Put it somewhere where you can actually see it. 2, no, really look at it. I actually do this thing when I look at some of the images on my board where I focus on an image, but I allow it to kind of blur out in my vision so that my mind is absorbing the image, but in the subconscious. So I encourage you to try out that technique where you're looking at an image, but you're allowing it to kind of blur out and implant itself in your mind. This is a very powerful technique that I've utilized, and I've seen it be really effective. 3, when you're looking at the images on your vision board, feel some emotion about it. Like, allow yourself to feel whatever emotions would emerge from manifesting that vision. Connecting emotions to your vision makes the vision even more powerful and more likely to manifest. Number 4, I strongly encourage people to reinforce the visual images on your board with words of affirmation and just positive statements. And a lot of these should be I statements. So let's say you want peace in your life. Maybe you find a inspirational quote or a Bible verse or something about peace, and you make it your own. I am peaceful, or I will have peace that passes understanding, things along that nature. But just choose some inspirational statements, write them in your journal, have a list that you can go to and go back to that list, and so that you have words that you say out loud to yourself to reinforce the images. The next thing is, this is so important. Do not wallow in your disappointment. You're going to put things on your vision, and it may take 2 or 3 years for that particular aspect of your vision to manifest. And that's okay. Maybe you need to go through some extra healing before you're really ready for the manifestation of that vision. Maybe there are things that you need to put in place in your life, things you need to get rid of in your life before you can really manifest that part of your vision. Rather than get discouraged and wallow in misery and disappointment, spend your time, spend your mental energy, spend your emotions pouring it into your vision, looking at it, feeling that positive emotion that you would feel if the vision was manifested, and watch it come to pass. You will manifest your vision so much more quickly and more effectively if you spend your time thinking about that rather than the disappointment of not having it. Too many of us spend a majority of our time complaining to ourselves about what we don't have instead of spending our time thinking about what we actually want. And as a man thinketh, so is he. So think about yourself as you'd actually like things to be, not as things actually are at the moment. Next thing, think about what you could do right now to start moving in the direction of your vision. Because remember, a lot of this is about intention. Yes, you want an idea and the thoughts, but you're going to have to put some action behind it eventually, or it will never come to pass. So what could you do today with the money you have today, with the resources you have today, with the time you have today, with the people you know today, that you could put into effect now to start moving towards that vision. It may be something really tiny and seemingly insignificant, but every single time you take a step towards your vision, you make it more and more powerful and more likely for it to come to pass. So I strongly encourage you to make a list and think about, what could I be doing right now to move closer to my vision? And lastly, this is very important as well, practice gratitude. Practice gratitude for what you do have now, but also when you start to see your vision manifesting, even in the smallest little way, take time to notice that and be grateful for it. Gratitude attracts more and more of what you want. Be thankful. It's so easy to get down in the dumps about what's not working out. Train your mind to be grateful for what is working right now, and you will be a happier person, you'll be a more whole person, and you will be the type of person that begins to manifest their dreams. So those are my pointers. It's 7 in all for how to use a vision board so that it doesn't become an empty exercise, but it turns out to be a blessing and a useful tool towards manifesting your dreams.